again. So we have started with the chapter probability in the last session, and today is the second section of the chapter probability. So today we have to complete this chapter. So let's see who all are live with us now. Aglendeshwari is there, Ritu Kumari, Swati Giri, Bharat Chaudhary, Shraddha, Aditi, Manish, Shreya Tiwari, Ananya Kumari, Nikita, Shri Ram, Surya Kumari, Preet, Soumya Rajan, Ruchika, Arpisha, Manisha Rajpurohit, Preeti Sharma, and Kavya. Okay. So, good afternoon, everybody. So, let us continue with the topic. So, example number 15.12 we have to start today. In the last session, we had completed with the addition rule and multiplication rule. So in short, you have to remember that when addition is used and when multiplication rule is used. So whenever जितने भी आपके events हैं, उसमें से कोई एक event होना चाहिए. When only one event is to occur, then we have to use addition rule. And whenever more than one events are going to occur simultaneously, then we have to use multiplication rule. Okay. So this kind of things we have already done. Okay. So now, let us start with example number 15.12. 15.12. The probability that an accountant's job applicant has a BCom degree is 0.85. So he is having the BCom degree, the chances are 0.85. And he is having a CA degree, the chances are 0.5. And he has both. Whenever both is written, it means intersection. Whenever both is written, it means common. It means intersection. So intersection is given 0.25. Then out of 500 applicants, how many would be BCom or CA? How many would be BCom or CA? So first of all, what we have to do, write the given things. So first of all, the given thing is probability of having BCom candidate is 0.85. Then probability of having CA candidate is 0.3. And what is the probability of intersection B intersection C? It is 0.25. All this is given. Now we have to require he would be BCom or CA. So since or is used, this means we have to apply addition rule. So let us apply the formula for addition rule. So we have written that formula, probability of A plus B minus A intersection B. This formula we had discussed in the previous session. So applying the same formula here. So probability of B union C will be that the person will be BCom plus he will be a chartered accountant minus the common portion. Why we are subtracting common portion? Because these candidates are included in both BCom as well as CA. Therefore, we have to exclude them. Okay. So let us write the values. So probability of B is 0.85 plus PC is 0.30 minus the common portion, and we are left with 0.90. Now we require expected frequency. Since the question is not asking about probability, the question is asking about number of persons. So whenever number of persons is asked, what we have to do? So we can write here number of persons. Whenever this is asked, to write down the total number of persons multiply with probability. So total number of persons are 500, and then we have to multiply with the probability, which is 0.90. So we get 450. This is the expected frequency. Okay, this is the expected frequency. Okay, so Richa Dubey is saying yesterday she passed CA Foundation exam and your lecture helped me. So thank you very much. Okay, great. So congratulations, Richa Dubey. So he has cleared the exam of CA Foundation. The result was announced yesterday, and the result was very, very good. So that's great. Congratulations. Then Aditi Salmu is asking from where we can have question papers for practice. Okay, do not worry, I will upload and share with you the practice questions. Then Manish is asking, we want one class of cake. Do not worry, in case of any problem, you can contact and we will like discuss that topic once again. No need to worry. So you can easily download the application, Students Clinic, and we will be there to solve all your problems. Okay. Oh, one more result. Bhumika is saying, I had also cleared my CA foundation. Thanks for your support. That's great. Okay. So Pramod is asking the same question as Manish has asked. So do not worry. You can connect and we will be discussing. No problem. So 15.13. Let us begin with 15.13. If A minus B is given, PA is given, PB is given, then what is the probability that out of two events, A and B, only B would occur? Now, for such kind of questions, we have to write some formula. So let us write a formula based on this probability of A minus B. We will write few formula. One formula is probability of A minus B. So how to make this formula? So this means that if this is A, second one is B. Okay. And what we require? We require A minus B. That means from A, we have to remove that portion which is also covered in B. Okay. From A, we have to remove that portion which is also covered in B. So we can say that this portion is covered in B. So we can subtract this portion from A. So after subtracting, what will be left? You can see that such kind of figure will be left. So this becomes the formula. So we can write probability of A. From A, we have to subtract probability of A intersection B. From A, you have to subtract the common portion and you will get A minus B. And this is also written as probability of A intersection B dash. Meaning is same. A intersection B dash, meaning is same. We require A and B dash means we do not require B. Okay. So from A, we have to remove B. From A, we have to remove B. And this is also known as probability of only A. What we require? We require only A. Okay. So this is the formula. Now, if the question is asking about B minus A, so this time we require only B. We require only B. So A dash intersection B, or you can write P only B. So the formula will be probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So from B, we have to subtract the common portion. All right. So this will become very easy to understand. Now, the next formula which we can understand here, if it is A dash intersection B dash. So what will be the formula for this? तो इस केस में क्या करना है? सबका रिवर्स कर दो. We have to do the reciprocal of everything, not exactly the reciprocal, but सबको उल्टा कर देना है and then one में से subtract कर देना है. So how we will be doing? How we will be doing? 1 minus probability of, instead of A dash we will write A. In place of intersection we will write union, and in place of B dash we will write B. So it will become 1 minus probability of A union B. Okay, so this becomes the formula. Then the next thing is probability of A dash union B dash. If this is us, then what we have to do? Then in that case, we will be writing 1 minus probability of. इस बार सबका उल्टा करेंगे. So A dash का उल्टा A union will become your intersection and B dash will become B. So in this way, you can easily write your formula. All right. Okay. Now, by using this formula, we can easily solve this 13th example. So let us try. So what is given here in this 13th question, A minus B is given 1 by 5. A minus B is given 1 by 5. Then PA is given 1 by 3. PB is given 1 by 2. So let us apply this formula for A minus B. So we have written the formula probability of A minus B is equal to P of A minus P of A intersection B. So what is A minus B? It is 1 by 5 equal to PA. PA is 1 by 3 minus intersection. We do not have intersection, so we can find intersection from here. So on solving, we will get A intersection B. So 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5, you are getting 2 by 15 as probability of A intersection B. But this is not the required answer, because what is the requirement? The requirement is only B would occur. The question is asking us to find out probability of only B. So only B means probability of B minus A. B minus A. So from B, we have to subtract the common portion, that is A intersection B. From B, we have to subtract the common portion, that is A intersection B. So PB is 1 by 2, and then the common portion is 2 by 15. You can subtract and get the answer. The answer will be 11 upon 30. 11 upon 30. Okay. So Chirag Prajapati is saying, thank you so much for understanding such a difficult chapter in an easy manner. Great. My pleasure. Nikita says understood. Okay. Dimple has given the answer. Okay. Perfect. So I think this topic has become easy now. Additional probability. So you can easily create your formulas and get the result. The application of formula is very, very easy. Then next one. 15.14. 15.14 is there are three persons A, B, and C having different ages. So their ages are different. The probability that A survive another 5 years is 0.8. For A, it is given that the chances are 0.8. For B, it is given that the chances are 0.6. And for C, it is given that the chances of survival is 0.5. So these three persons are having different probability of their survival. Now, it is given that joint probability A and B survives jointly is 0.46. B and C survive jointly is 0.32. And A and C survives jointly is 0.48. Now, what is the probability? The question is asking the probability that all these three persons survive, all of them survive for next 5 years is 0.26. Now, find the probability that at least one of them survives. Now, whenever the question is talking about at least one, that means it is addition rule. The rule is simply addition rule. But now, the formula is applicable for here there are three persons. So we will write the formula for 3. Probability of A intersect A union B union C. So let us write this formula. We will be writing probability of A plus probability of B. Now there is a challenge. What is the challenge? There is something common between them. So the first of all, A and B is having something common. So we will reduce the common portion of A and B. So minus A intersection B. Also, B and C is having some common portion. So we will also subtract B intersection C. Also, A and C is having something common. So we will also subtract A intersection C. But the problem is the middle portion we have subtracted completely. जो middle portion है that is तीनों में common है, उस portion को हमने पूरा ही remove कर दिया जो कहीं पर भी included नहीं है. That is why we have to add probability of A intersection B intersection C. So this is how it becomes the formula. तो पहले तीनों को आपने ऐड किया, फिर जितना भी कॉमन पोर्शन है दैट इज सब्ट्रैक्टेड एंड एट लास्ट जो तीनों का कॉमन है वो हमने ऐड कर दिया. सो इन दिस वे यू कैन कैलकुलेट द फॉर्मूला. Okay. Now the next point. Now applying this in the given question, so let us apply. So it will be probability of A union B union C. So we will get PA is how much? 0.8 plus 0.6 plus 0.5. Now subtracting 0.46, then again subtracting 0.32, and one more subtraction is 0.48. And then we will be adding 0.26 because it is common between all. So by adding and subtracting, we will get the final answer. The final answer we are getting is 0.9. The final answer which we are getting is 0.9. Okay. Perfect here. Now it's time for the next formula. Next one is probability of A by B. Probability of A by B. So what is the formula? The formula is simply find out the intersection between these two, the common between A and B, and then divided by the probability of denominator. So formula will be probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. So this becomes the formula. Now, in this manner, similar manner, we can calculate all other formulas. Let's say it is given A dash upon B. So we will write probability of A dash intersection B upon PB. If it is A upon B dash, then we will write probability of A intersection B dash upon B dash. So it can be anyone. You can easily calculate. A dash upon B dash is there. Then we will write probability of A dash intersection B dash divided by B dash. Okay. And if it is like B upon A means probability of again A intersection B, that is common portion will be in numerator divided by the probability of denominator. So in this way, you can prepare your formula. Okay. So this is known as the conditional probability. Conditional probability. Now, there is one theoretical question which can be formed here. Let's say if A and B are two independent events, A and B are two independent events, then which of the pairs are independent? So A and B dash, that is complementary of B, they will be independent. A dash and B will also be independent, and also A dash and B dash will be independent. So all these three will also be independent. So this can become a theoretical question. So if A and B are independent, then all their complementary will also be independent. Okay. Then if there are, let's say, three events, if there are three events A, B, and C, they will be independent if few conditions are satisfied. All the events A, B, and C will be independent if few conditions are satisfied. So what are those conditions? The condition number one says if A and B are independent, if A and C are independent, and if B and C are independent, and also A, B, and C, all these three are independent among themselves. So to be sufficiently independent or to be completely independent, these are the four conditions to be satisfied. So again, this can be a theoretical question, like how many conditions are required for becoming independent. So four conditions are required: A and B, B and C, A and C, and all these three should be independent. Okay, so now 15.15. 15th example we are going to do. Rupesh is known to hit a target in 5 out of 9 shots. So what is the probability that Rupesh will hit the target? So probability of hitting target by Rupesh is 5 out of 9. So 5 by 9. And what is the probability that David is known to hit the target? So probability of hitting by David is 6 by 11. Now, what is the probability that the target would be hit once they both try? Now, our ultimate aim is the target would be hit, whether it is done by A or it is done by B. So, how many possibilities are there? So, we can see all the possible cases. This is Rupesh, other one is David. So, target can be hit by Rupesh, but not David. David, but not Rupesh, or both of them, or both of them. This can also happen. So all these three conditions are favorable to us. So either first will happen, or second will happen, or third will happen. So this question can be solved in two different ways. So first is by applying this method. Other one is like, if we can say that all these three are favorable, then there is one more case, that is the fourth one, which is not favorable, in which neither Rupesh nor David is hitting the target. Okay, not David is hitting the target. So in total, there are four possible outcomes. So this becomes the exhaustive events. So whenever the events are exhaustive, the probability, the sum of probability is equal to 1. So probability of first case plus second case plus third case plus fourth case is equal to 1. Now, according to condition, we require first, second, and third, because we need that target should be hit. So we are sending fourth case on the other side. Fourth case on the other side. So now whether you solve left hand side or you solve right hand side, answer will be same, because there is equal to sign in between. because there is equal to sign in between. So which one is easy to solve? Of course, the right hand side portion. So 1 minus probability of not hitting the target. Okay. So now Rupesh can hit the target in 5 by 9 ways. So in how many ways Rupesh will not hit the target? So 1 minus 5 by 9, it becomes 4 by 9. And David will not hit the target, it will be 5 by 11. So let us apply 4 by 9 and 5 by 11. Since both are not hitting the target, that means we have to multiply them. We have to multiply them. So the result will be 1 minus 20 by 99, that is 79 upon 99. 79 upon 99. So this becomes your final answer. Okay. So overall, for explaining purpose, we have done the explanation in detail. Otherwise, you have to do only this portion and you will get the answer. So it's very easy to solve, very easy to get the answer. Okay. Now, this was example number 15. Now we are moving towards the next one, that is example number 16. The example number 16 is a pair of dice is thrown together. That means we are throwing how many dice is? 2 dice, because a pair of dice is written. And the sum of points on the dice is noted to be 10. The sum is 10. Sum is 10. What is the probability that one of the 2 dice has shown the point 4? One of the 2 dice has shown the point 4. So what we require point 4. So again, this can be done very easily. If you see, if we require sum 10, so how many possibilities are there for getting sum 10? So it can be 4, 6, 5, 5, and 6, 4. So 3 possibilities are there. Out of these 3, how many are favorable to us? So what we require number 4. So number 4 is coming in 2 cases. Number 4 is coming in 2 cases. So out of 3, 2 are favorable. Therefore, 2 by 3 becomes the answer. 2 by 3 becomes the answer. But if you want to apply the complete set of formula, then it's a different method. So what will be that method? So if we select, like, there is one event which is denoted by A, and A means 0.4 on the dice. 0.4 dice. And let B be the another event which denotes that sum will be 10. Sum will be 10. Now, accordingly, we have to apply the formula and get the result. So, what is common between them? If we see the point 4 and sum 10, so what is the common portion between them? So, as we have done, there are 3 cases. So, we can write out of the total 36 cases, there are 2 cases in which point 4 is getting appeared and sum is 10. Out of 36 total number of outcomes, there are 2 cases in which both the conditions are getting satisfied. Which 2 conditions? That is, dice is having number 4 and the sum is 10. So it will become 2 by 36. Also, what is the probability of A? That is number 4 on the dice. Number 4 on the dice. So it is basically 1 upon 12. So by applying this, you will get the answer 2 by 36 upon 1 by 12. You will get the final answer as 2 upon 3. But this method is a bit tricky and lengthy. So it is better to use the shortcut method. You can apply in this way. Directly you will get 2 upon 3 as the answer. Priyanka is saying 7 plus 3 भी 10 होता है. But dice is not having number 7. Therefore, you cannot take 7 plus 3. All right, Priyanka? Then Kavya is asking, in the dice sum, trick. You have started from sum 2 and why not 1? Okay. So Miss Kavya is asking, in this shortcut method which we had covered in the previous session, why we have started with sum 2 and why not 1? Because the minimum sum is 2. Whenever you are throwing two dice is having minimum number as 1 and not 0. 0 is not on the dice. So minimum number is 1 and 1. So 1 plus 1 is how much? 1 plus 1 is 2. Therefore, minimum sum is 2 and maximum sum is 6 plus 6, 12. That is why we are writing 2 and 12. Okay? Understood? Now, 17th one. Also, this can be done in simplest way, easiest way. In a group of 20 males and 15 females. So we can write males are 20, females are 15. 12 males and 8 females are service holder. So out of these 20, service holders are 12. And out of 15 females, service holders are 8. That means remaining will be non-service holder. So in males, non-service holder will be automatic 8, and in females, non-service holder will be 7. Now, what is the requirement? The requirement is from the group we have selected a person and it should be a male. We have to select a service holder and the person should be male. So you can pick from here male person and a service holder. So how many male persons are there? 20 male persons are there. And out of 20, how many service holders are there? 12. So 12 upon 20, or you can write 0.6 as the answer. Okay. 0 as the answer. All right. Understood? Okay. Then the next one. So Dimple is asking how 1 by 12 is coming. See, out of 36, 3 cases are favorable. Therefore, 3 by 36 becomes 1 by 12. Okay. Then let's come on 18th one. 18th example. In connection with the random experiment, it is found that P of A, P of B, and A union B is given. And what is required? We required A by B. Now, all those formula which we had covered above, we have to apply them here. So in the first portion, the question is talking about A by B. So what was the formula? It is A intersection B upon PB. But A intersection B is not given in the question. So for that, we have to find out A intersection B first. And what is given? A union B is given. So we know that probability of A union B is equal to PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. Now, as per this formula, we are having 3 values. So write down all the possible values. So we are getting A intersection B equal to 2 by 3 plus 3 by 5 minus 5 by 6. So from here, you can take the LCM and you are getting 13 upon 30. This is A intersection B. Okay, this is A intersection B. So first of all, we have computed A intersection B. Now you can write down here in the numerator, it is 13 upon 30 divided by probability of B. So what is the probability of B here? It is 3 by 5. So let's divide 3 by 5. Now you can do some calculation and get the result. So final answer will be 13 upon 18. So this is the first answer, probability of A upon B. Similarly, you can calculate second part, third part. So let me take the fourth and fifth portion. Fourth and fifth portion. Fourth one is A upon B dash. The formula will be A intersection B dash upon P B dash. Now, what is A intersection B dash? We have covered in the formula. It will be PA minus PA intersection B upon. It will be PB dash. So we can write 1 minus PB. So what is PA? It is 2 by 3 minus intersection is 13 by 30 upon 1 minus PB. PB is how much? 3 by 5. So 1 minus 3 by 5. So you can simplify this and we will get the answer. So you can try now and give me the answer. Take calcium on both the sides, numerator and denominator, and get the result. Yes, so Shruti Pathak has given the answer 7 upon 12. So 7 upon 12 becomes the answer. And now similarly, we can try the next one, fifth portion, which is A dash upon B dash. It will be probability of A dash intersection B dash upon P B dash. Now, this formula also we have covered now, 1 minus probability of A union B upon 1 minus P B. So what is A union B? It is already given in the question, 5 by 6 upon 1 minus PB. PB is how much? 3 by 5. So what will be the answer? 1 by 6 divided by 2 by 5. 1 by 6 upon 2 by 5. You will get the answer. So how much you are getting? Let me know. 1 by 6 upon 2 by 5. So it becomes 5 upon 12. So 5 by 12 becomes your final answer. Okay. So any doubt on this point? No doubts? Okay. So we can proceed further. Yes, so everybody has given the answer. Dimple, Manisha, Shripran, Mahima, then Ms. Khan Mujahid, Manisha Asprohit. Great. Now there is a different point which says odd in favor and odd against. Now, what is the meaning of these terms? Odd in favor and odd against. So let us understand this also. Odd in favor and odd against. So it is simply a ratio. It is simply a ratio odd is P ratio Q, odd against this Q ratio P. Here, P means probability of success and Q denotes failure. P is for success, Q is for failure. Okay, so whenever we have to calculate probability of any event, let's say we require probability of event A, then what we have to do? P upon P plus Q. If we require probability of event A, we will write P upon P plus Q. If we require probability of A dash, we will write Q upon P plus Q. Okay. So whenever a ratio is given, it can be odd in favor or it can be odd against. But whenever odd in favor is given, the first one denotes success. The first one denotes success and second one denotes failure. Okay. First one denotes success, second one failure. Whereas in odd against, the first one denotes failure and second one denotes success. This is the difference. So it is simply a ratio. So let's take one numerical example. If odd in favor is 2:5, then what is the probability of any event A? So it will be 2 upon 2 plus 5, that is 7. And what will be probability of A dash? It will be 5 upon 7. 5 by 7. If odd against is given, let's say 3:7, then what is the probability of event A? 3:7. So this time success is on the second side, that is 7 upon 10 will become PA. And what will be PA dash? PA dash will be 3 by 10. It will become 3 by 10. So always remember, in case of favor, first it is success, then failure. In case of against, first one is failure and second one is success. Okay. Then Ms. Tushara is asking, what is the weightage of this chapter? This chapter's weightage is from 6 to 8 marks. So again, this is very important chapter from statistics, 6 to 8 marks. So this is odd in favor and against. Now, in 19th example, what is the requirement? It says the odd in favor of the event is 2:3. So let's take the event as A. So what will be the probability of event A? Since it is favor, we can write it will be 2 by 5. And if we require A dash, it will become 3 by 5. Secondly, we are given odd against another event. Let's take another event P. Now this time odd against is given. So PB will be 7 upon 10 and PB dash will be 3 upon 10. So in this way we can write. Now find the probability that only one of these events would occur. Now only one event should occur. This is the requirement. Then how we can solve this? This is the condition that only one should occur, either A or B. Either A should occur or B should occur. So we can form the all possible cases. Let's take it as A and this is B. Either A will occur, then B will not occur. If B is occurring, A will not occur. So these are the possibilities. Now let's solve these two possibilities. So first one, PA is occurring. That means we will take PA and B dash. B dash, that means B will not. And second case will be A will not occur, but B will occur. So what is PA? It is 2 by 5 multiplied by 3 by 10 because B dash is 3 by 10. Now second case, 3 by 5 multiplied by 7 by 10. Now simplify this. 6 by 50 and this is 21 by 50. Now we know that out of these two, any one will happen. Out of two, any one event will occur. That means clearly we have to use addition rule. Therefore, on edit, we get 27 upon 50. 27 upon 50 becomes the answer. So this is the shortest way to answer this question. All right. Now 20. Example 20 is saying there are three boxes with the following compositions. That means three boxes are having different color of balls. They are having blue ball, then red ball, and white ball. And then white ball. Three colored balls are given. Now one ball is drawn from each box. So from each we have to draw one ball. What is the probability that they would be of same color? They would be of same color. तो same color के होने के chances क्या हैं? So we can write all the possibilities, whether it can be from first box, blue color, or it can be second box, blue color, third box, blue color. This is the first case because we want blue color from all the boxes. Or second possibility will be red from first, red from second, red from third. Third possibility will be white from first, white from second, white from third. So these are the three possibilities. Okay. Now, out of these three cases, which one will occur? Any one will occur. That means we have to use addition rule, add in between them. We have to use plus sign in between them. So we can apply this. So let us simplify the first case. Blue ball from first bag. So first bag is having how many balls? 23. And out of 23, 5 are blue. So we can write 5 by 23. From second, we are having 4 blue ball out of 21 and 3 blue ball out of 16. So therefore, we require all blue balls. So since all the 3 blue balls are required, therefore we have to multiply them. Okay. So जब भी हमें तीनों केसेस अगर होंगे तो आप मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो यहाँ पर तीनों बैग में से आपको ब्लू बॉल सेलेक्ट करनी है therefore we are using multiply method. Now the second case we require red. So red from first 8 upon 23, red from second 9 by 21 and 6 by 16 for the third. Similarly white is 10 by 23, 8 by 21 and 7 by 16. So these are the three possibilities. Now you can multiply them and get the answer. So your final answer is 1052 upon 7728. So in this way, you can easily solve such case-based questions. Okay. So Shruti says done and Narendra says Pura samajh aa raha hai sir. Thank you. That's great. So now this was example number 20. Let's come on 21st. Mr. Roy. Mr. Roy selected for 3 separate posts. For the first post, there are 3 candidates. For second, there are 5. And for third, there are 10 candidates. So what is the probability that Mr. Roy would be selected? What is the probability that Mr. Roy would be selected? Now, see that there are 3 posts. You can write first, second, and third. Now, Mr. Roy can be selected at any post. Anybody can select Mr. Roy. So, what are the different possibilities? He gets selected in first one, or second one, or third one. It can be possible that 2 persons have selected Mr. Roy, either 1 and 2, 1 and 3 or 2 and 3, or everybody can select Mr. Roy, or it can be like nobody will select Mr. Roy. So these are 8 possible outcomes. That means these are the exhaustive events. Now, there are two ways to solve the question. One is shortcut, other one is lengthy. So what is the lengthy method? Since from 1 to 7 cases, 1 to 7 cases, Mr. Roy is getting selected. Mr. Roy is getting selected. So add all these possibilities. Add all these possibilities. But this is very, very lengthy. So what will be the shortcut method? The last one we don't require, because in the last case, Mr. Roy is not getting selected. Therefore, we have to subtract the last case from 1. So we will write 1 minus probability of none. That means Mr. Roy is not selected at all these 3 positions. Okay. So what is the probability that Mr. Roy will get selected in first position? It was 1 by 3. 3 candidates, and out of 3, 1 is Mr. Roy. Out of these 3 candidates, therefore, it becomes 1 by 3. Then it will not get selected in first post, it will be 2 by 3. For second post, there are 5 candidates. So we will write 1 by 5 for the selection. And for not selecting, it will be 4 by 5. For not selection, it will be 4 by 5. Third one. In third position, there are 10 candidates. So we will write 1 by 10 and not 9 by 10. It will become 9 by 10. Therefore, 1 minus 2 by 3 into 4 by 5 into 9 by 10. Into 9 by 10. So now you can simplify and get the answer. So let's do the simplification. Final answer which we are getting is 1 minus 12 upon 25, that is 13 by 25. 13 by 25. This will become the final answer. Okay. All right. So in this way, you can easily solve by using the shortcut method. Now, 22nd, the independent probabilities that the 3 sections of costing department will encounter a computed error are 0.2, 0.3, and 0.1 respectively. What is the probability that there would be at least one computer error per week? So, according to the condition, it is PA 0.2, PB 0.3, and PC is 0.1. This is the probability. Now, what is the probability that there would be at least one computer error per week? So, at least one. So, whenever at least one is there, that means there is the addition rule will be applied, or there can be a shortcut method. Okay. So, whenever the question is talking about at least one, it will be addition rule, and also we can apply the shortcut method. So let's try the shortcut method first. So whenever it is at least one, you can write 1 minus probability of none. At least one is equal to 1 minus probability of none. So you can write 1 minus. None means error nahi hone ke chances. So what will be A dash? It will be 0.8, B dash 0.7, and C dash it will be 0.9. So 1 minus 0.8 into 0.7 into 0.9. into 0.9. So let's calculate and get the results. Okay, so let's calculate and get the result. How much you are getting? On rounding off, you are getting 0.50. 0.50. So whenever there is at least one, you can write 1 minus none. 1 minus none means A dash, B dash, and C dash. So therefore, we have written 0.8, 0.7, and 0.9. Okay. So Narendra has also given the answer 0.504. Now the second part, one and only one computer error per week. Now one error per week. So how many possibilities are there? Let's check. So either error can be in A, B and C is not having error, or error can be in B, A and C there is no error. Error in C, A and B is having no error. So three possibilities are there. Now we can simplify all these three and add them. So either first case will be there, or second case, or third case will be there. So what will be the first case? The first case will be 0.2 is the error in A. No error in B is 0.7. No error in C is 0.9. Similarly, second case, 0.8, no error in A, 0.3, error in B, and then 0.1. Now we can write 0.9, no error in C. And then the third one, the third case will be 0.8, 0.7, and then 0.1. Now you can simplify them and get the total. So you will get 0.40. So 0.40, this will be the final probability of one and only one error per week. So this was example number 22nd. Now there is a doubt from Nikita and Kavya. Okay. So Nikita and Kavya are asking to repeat 15.21. Okay, no worries. Let's repeat 21st example. See, in 21 example, the question was talking about Mr. Roy. कि Mr. Roy का selection होना चाहिए. अब Mr. Roy ने तीन जगहों पे इंटरव्यू दिया. At first place, there were 3 candidates. दूसरी जगह पे there were 5 candidates, and third place there were 10 candidates. तो मिस्टर रॉय की सिलेक्शन की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या बन जाएगी? उनके सिलेक्शन के चांस बनेंगे 1/3 एंड नहीं बनेंगे 2/3 एट फर्स्ट प्लेस. सेकंड प्लेस पे क्योंकि 5 पर्संस है तो सिलेक्शन के चांसेस होंगे 1/5 एंड नो सिलेक्शन के 4/5. सिमिलरली थर्ड प्लेस पे 1/10 एंड 9/10. नाउ व्हाट इज द शॉर्टकट वे? यहाँ पे लिखा है मिस्टर रॉय वुड बी सिलेक्टेड, तो 1 माइनस रॉय का सिलेक्शन कहीं भी नहीं हुआ. व्हाट वी हैव डन, 1 minus Roy is not getting selected neither at first place, neither at second place, nor at third place. तीनों प्लेस पे रॉय का सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ, उसको आपने 1 में से माइनस कर दिया. Therefore, we are doing 1 minus 2/3 into 4/5 into 9/12 and 9/10. So in this way, we are getting 13/25. All right. Okay, everyone. So this was 21st and 22nd we have covered. Now let's take a break of 5 minutes and then we will be continuing with the questions. Okay. Okay, so let's begin with the next example, guys. 15.23. We can start now. A lot of 10 electronic components is known to include 3 defective parts. Now we are having 10 components, and out of these 10 components, 3 are defective. If a sample of 4 components is selected, now out of these, we are selecting 4 components at random from the lot, then what is the probability that this sample does not contain more than one defect? Now, what is the requirement? Is it does not contain more than one defective. So we can write not more than one defective. It means that defective can be one or it can be less than one. Less than one means zero. So it can have either zero defect or it can have one defect, right? So out of the total, defectives are 3 and non-defectives are 7. Therefore, there are 2 possibilities. One is one defect and second one is zero defect, right? Probability of zero defect plus probability of one defect. Now, what is the probability of zero defect? That means all 4 are selected from non-defective. So 3C 0. That means defective sample is none and all other are non-defective. Divided by total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes is 10C4 plus. It can be one defective 3C1 and other 3 are non-defective. Divide by total number of outcomes 10C4. Now we can add them and get the result. So what is 7C4? It is 7 into 6 into 5 upon 3, 2, 1 plus 3 multiplied by again the same thing 765 upon 4 upon 3, 2, 1 and then whole divided by 10C4. So you can directly write 10C4 or 10, 9, 8, 7 and 4 is 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let us simplify this. 6 is getting cancelled. Here also 6 is getting cancelled. So 35 plus 3 into 35 upon 210. So the final answer is 2 by 3. 2 by 3. So whenever we have to select more than one thing, whenever we have to select more than one thing, then combination is used. Okay. Now the next one, 24. 24 is basically based on the 2 different terms. I think this can be done in the similar manner we have done. Then 25. Yeah, let's discuss 25 also. 15.25. If 8 balls are distributed at random, so total number of balls are 8. And we have to distribute all these 8 balls in 3 boxes. How many boxes? 3 boxes. So what is the probability that first box would contain 3 balls? So our requirement is that the first box should contain 3 balls. Okay, so therefore, out of 8, we have to select 3 balls first. So how many ways are there for selecting 3 balls? So we can write 8C 3 ways are there for selecting 3 balls. Okay, now how many boxes are remaining? So out of 3, 1 box is occupied. So 2 boxes are left. Okay, 2 boxes are left. And how many balls are left? 5 balls are left. So 2 boxes and 5 balls. So in how many ways can these 5 balls be arranged in the 2 boxes? So first ball can have first ball is having 2 options, either box 2 or box 3. Second ball is having again 2 options, box 2, box 3. Similarly, third, fourth, and fifth. Every ball is having 2 options. Therefore, on multiplying, we are getting 2 to the power of 5. Therefore, we are writing 2 to the power of 5. Whole divided by total number of outcomes. Now, total number of boxes are 3. Total number of balls are 8. Therefore, 8 balls can be arranged in 3 to the power of 8 ways. So 3 to the power of 8. Now you can simplify this and get the final result. So 8C3 is 56. 2 to the power of 5 is 32 upon 6561. So this becomes your answer. So it's very easy to simplify. So always combination is used when there is more than one selection. Okay. Then ball question already we have covered. Now let us take the next portion. This is expected value. Expected value. Now there is one formula for expected value. We can write expected value, also known as mean. Expected value, also known as mean. So here we can calculate mean. Here we can calculate mean using probability. So we are calculating mean using probability. So in short, we can write EX or we can write mu. This symbol is known as mu and this is used for mean. So what is the formula? Summation of P into X. Sigma P into X, this becomes the formula for expected value EX. If we require expected value of X square, then you can write the formula sigma P into X square. Sigma P into X square. Also, there are some properties which can be applied. So let's write some properties. First one is expected value of X plus Y is expected value of X plus expected value of Y. So if it is X plus Y is asked, then add them separately. Same for subtraction. EX minus Y is there. The expected value of X minus expected value of Y. Then expected value of KX. K is any constant, any number. It can be like 2, 3, 4, any number. So you can write K multiplied by expected value of X. And the fourth one, expected value of X, Y. So this will be expected value of X multiplied by expected value of Y. So these are the four different properties which we can apply here. So let's come on this question. Yes, this one, 27. An unbiased coin is tossed 3 times. So we are having a coin and we are tossing the coin for 3 times. Find the expected value of the number of heads and also its standard deviation. So first of all, we are finding expected value. So for that, prepare the table X and P. In X, what we have to write all the possible cases. All the possible cases. So what is the requirement? We require expected value of number of heads. So in X, we will be writing number of heads. So how many heads can come? So heads can be 0, it can be 1, 2, or 3. Heads can be 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now 0 heads. What is the probability of getting 0 heads? This we have done in previous session. 1 by 8. 1 head, 3 by 8. 2 heads, 3 by 8. And 3 head, 1 by 8. This is the probability of getting heads. Okay. Now, for calculation of expected value, we require P into X. P into X. Therefore, multiply them 0, 3 by 8, 6 by 8, and 3 by 8. So total will be 12 upon 8. So it will give you the result 1.5. So it will give us the result 1.5. This 1.5 is known as the expected value. Okay. So this is the first part of the question. Now, second part is also find the standard deviation. Standard deviation. Now, how we can calculate standard deviation? The formula is first we are finding variance and then we will write standard deviation. The formula for variance is expected value of x square minus expected value of x whole square. This is the formula for variance. And in order to calculate the standard deviation, you have to perform the square root of this formula. Okay. So this becomes the formula. So first of all, we have to find expected value of x square. So for that, we have to find px square. So for px square, multiply x with px. Multiply x with px. We get 0, 3 by 8, 12 by 8, 9 by 8. What is the total? Total is 24 by 8. That is 3. That is 3. So this is expected value of x square. So we can apply the formula 3 minus. What is ex? Expected value of x is 1.5 and then whole square. So we are getting 3 minus 2.25. So therefore, final answer will be root of 0.75, and after doing the square root, you will get the exact answer as 0.87. You will get the answer as 0.87. Okay, so in this way, you can easily get expected value, variance, and standard deviation. Okay, guys. Then Mr. Deepak is there. He's saying, thank you so much, sir, for your guidance. I cleared CA foundation exam. That's great. Congratulations, Deepak, on your success. Now, we have done example 27 as well now. Yes, 28. Let's simplify 28. 28 again says a random variable is having the probability distribution. So this time table is given in the question. X is given and P is also given. So we require expected value E x minus EX whole square. So this is another way of writing variance. So this is nothing but variance. So this is the formula for variance only. And also we have to obtain variance of 3x minus. So let's simplify these two and get the result. X and P is there. So first of all, we can write P into X. P into X so that we can get expected value of X. So it will be 0.6, 1, 2.8, then 1.2, and then 1. So on adding, how much we are getting? 4, 5, 6, and then 6.6 here. So we are getting 6.6 as the expected value of X. This is A. Now the next thing is we require X minus EX as per the formula. X minus EX. So 4 minus 6.6. We are getting minus 2.6. So what we are doing basically subtracting X and expected value of X. So this is the column of X and this is EX. So subtracting them, we are getting this X minus EX. But we require whole square. So squaring this. Okay. And not only square, we require the product of square with the probability. So mu square with probability. So let's multiply them and get the result as 3.04. 3.04. So this is the variance. Okay. And also we require variance of 3x minus 4. Variance of 3x minus 4. So it can be done as variance which we have calculated here. So 3 multiplied by 3.040. Now, since minus 4 is there, minus 4 means change of origin. So it will not affect the variance. So minus 4 will not affect the variance. Therefore, we will not do minus 4. So subtraction will not be done. So only we will be doing 3 multiplied by 3.040. And also, since it is variance, so we have to square the 3 and then multiply. So we will be multiplying 9 with 3.040. So final answer will be 27.36. Okay. So in this question, we had to calculate only variance of x, and second part was variance of 3x minus 4. So in the standard deviation chapter, or we can say dispersion chapter, we have done the formula that neta y is equal to mod b into neta x. But if we require the variance neta y square, then we have to multiply them. So it will be like mod b square and then multiply by neta x square. So after squaring, you will get the answer. So same is the case here. All right. Then Aditi is asking which questions from statistics are more important for exams, theoretical or practical. See, in exam statistics, we get both theory as well as practical. But theoretical questions are normally around 10 to 15 marks. And practical will be approx 25 to 30. This is not a fixed rule or fixed criteria, but it normally happens. So it may change anytime, but on an average, we are talking about, so 10 to 15 questions normally are of theory and remaining 25 to 30 are practical. So you have to focus on both theory as well as practical. So mainly theory questions come from statistical description of data, because that part is majority of theoretical. And other chapters are of course central tendency, dispersion, also correlation, regression. So also theory questions can come from these points, this topic. 29. In a business venture, a man can make a profit of rupees 50,000 or incur a loss of rupees 20,000. So two possibilities are given here. One is profit and other is loss. So always prepare the table. In X, we will write all possible cases. So 50,000. Loss is minus 20,000. Now, what is the probability? It says probability of profit is 0.75 and probability of loss is 0.25. Now we have to find out the expected profit. So for that, P into X we have to do. So 50,000 multiplied by 0.75. How much you are getting? 37,500. Then negative 20,000 into 2.5, we are getting 5,000. So net result is 32,500. 32,500 rupees. This becomes the expected profit. Okay. Any doubt in here? Dimple is having doubt in 15.19. Okay, we will take it last. Do not worry. Okay, Dimple. Then 15.30. Okay, we can try this also. It is a box containing 12 electric lamps, of which 5 are defective. So defective 5, non-defective 7, and then total is 12. This is given. A man select 3 lamps at random. So we have to select 3. What is the expected number of defective lamps in this selection? So question is not talking about probability. They are asking about expected value. Expected value. So since we have to select 3 lamps, X denotes number of lamps. So how many can be defective? So it may be that 0 are defective. It can be happen that 1 is defective, or 2 is defective, or 3 can also be defective. So these are the all possibilities. Now we have to write their respective probability. The first case is 0 defective. So 5C0, then 7C3, all 3 are non-defective, divided by 12C3. Then second case 5C1 into 7C2 divided by 12C3. Then 5C2, 7C1 upon 12C3. And third one is all the 3 are defective. So 5C3, 7C0 upon 12C3. So in this way, we can calculate the probability. And at last, what we have to do, P into X, that is multiply them. You can multiply and get the result. So this will be the expected value. So in this way, you can easily calculate. So Nikita says crystal clear. Avidal says thank you a lot for help. I was able to clear my CA foundation examination. Okay, that's great. Congratulations. So congrats to Avidal also. So many students have cleared the C foundation exam December 2022. That's a great achievement, guys. So this we have done. Now you can do the simplification. Yes, 31. Let's discuss 31 also. So because I want to cover majority main questions, so that is why you can do the calculation yourself, and I will help you in making the concept understand. Okay, and calculative part you can easily complete. So 31st, Moidul draws 2 balls from a bag containing 3 white and 5 red. So Moidul have to draw 2 balls from the bag, and bag is having 3 white ball and 5 red ball. He gets rupees 500 if he draw a white ball. So rupees 500 is for a white ball, single white ball, whereas rupees 200 is for a red ball. So what is his expectation? We have to find out the expected value. And if he is asked to pay rupees 400 for participating in the game, would he consider a fair game and participate or not? Okay, so let's calculate. So what possibilities are there? The possibilities are that Moidul gets both the white balls, or it can happen that one ball is white, other is red, or it can happen that both the balls are red. Okay. So if both the balls are white, then how much money he will receive? So he will receive 500 plus 500, that is 1000. If one is white, other is red, so 5 plus 2, 700. Both are red, then 400. So these are the all possibilities. So this is X. Then what about P? What about P? So we can write 2 white balls. So 2 white ball is 3C2. You can see from here 3C2 upon 8C2. So it becomes 3 by 28. 1 white, 1 red. So 3C1 into 5C1 upon 8C2. And the third one is both the red balls. So both red balls means pi C2 upon 8C2. It becomes 10 by 28. Now you can multiply P into X and get the result. So on multiplying and then adding, you will get your final answer as 625. So the expected value is basically 625. So if he plays the game, on an average, he may get 625 rupees. So this 625 is the mean value or the expected value. Okay. Now, if the question is saying that 400 are required for participating in the game, then would he select the game or would he play the game or not? So if 400 are paid, 400 is the fees, then 225 becomes the profit. So since it is profitable, then he must participate the game. So since it is positive, so he will take part in the game. If it was negative, then he should not participate. But since it is positive, he can easily participate in the game and earn the profit. Then let's try some more. 34th. So let's take question number 34. A random variable x has the following distribution and find out the value of k. This is the first question. So since probability distribution is given, so the sum of all probabilities is always equal to 1. So we can write the total here is equal to 1. Okay. So now on adding, it becomes a quadratic equation. It has become a quadratic equation. So therefore 2 plus 3, 5, 6, then 8. So it becomes 8k and then 1k more is there 9k. So 9k, then 10k square and minus 1 is equal to 0. So this becomes the quadratic equation. So simply what we have to do, add all of them and equate with 1. You will get the quadratic equation. So what is the equation? 10k square plus 9k minus 1 is equal to 0. Now we can simplify this quadratic equation and get the result. So k plus 1 and 10k minus 1 equal to 0. Now, k can never be negative 1. So, therefore, k will be 1 upon 10 or you can say 0.1. So, this is k. Now, we can replace this k with 0.1. So, we will get all the probabilities. So, in place of 2k, you can write 0.2. Then here it is 0.3, 0.1, 0.2. Then k square, 0.1 square becomes 0.01. Then 0.07 and here you can write 0.02 and this becomes 0.12. So in this way we have written all the respective probabilities. Now second part is asking we require probability of x less than 3. So less than 3 we have to cover. So 1, 2, 3, these three cases they have to cover. So add 0.2, 0.3, it becomes 0.5. It becomes 0.5. Okay. So 0.5 becomes the answer for second part. Then third is required x greater than equal to 4. Greater than equal to 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7. All these we have to cover. So 0.2, 0.01, 0.07 and 0.12. So add all of them. So 0.2, 0.01, 0.07 and 0.12. It becomes 0.40. Then the fourth part is x lies from 2 to 5. So 2 is not included, but 5 is included. So 3, 4, 5 we have to cover. So 3, 4, 5. So how much is the total? 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.01. So 0.31. 0.31. So this becomes the answer. Okay. Any doubts in this question? Let me know. After that, we will take the doubt of Dimple. That is 19th example. Okay, so all clear. So let's go on 19th example. Okay, so 19 is talking about odd in favor and odd against. So when odd in favor is given, so first of all, you have to convert this into probability. So odd in favor is 2:3. So what is the probability of event A? So it will become 2 upon 5. So 2 upon 5 is the probability. Then what is A dash? That is not happening of that event. It will be 3 upon 5. 1 minus 2 by 5, that is 3 by 5. So since it is success and failure, so first one is success and second one is failure. Same is with B, odd against is given. So odd against, first one is failure, other one is success. So therefore, probability of B is 7 by 10 and failure will be 3 upon 10. Now, what is the requirement in this question? It says that only one of the two occurs, either A or B. So if A is getting occurred, B will not occur. Or secondly will be if B is getting occurred, A will not occur. So these are the two possibilities. Whenever two options are there and only one event will occur, so we have to add them. So therefore, we are adding them. There is addition rule applied here. So solving the first portion, that event A will occur, the chances are 2 by 5. And event B will not occur, the chances are 3 by 10. Similarly, the second part, A will not occur, chances are 3 by 5. And B will occur, the chances are 7 upon 10. Okay. Now we can add them and get the result as 27 upon 50. 27 by 50. So this way you will get your answer. Okay. Now let's move towards the exercise and select some random questions. So eighth one. Question number 8 you can try. If A intersection B is equal to 0, then the two events A and B are. That means if A intersection B is 0, there is nothing common between them. Nothing is common. So therefore, what we have to do when nothing is common, then we will write that the events are mutually exclusive. Because mutually exclusive means there is nothing common between them. Exhaustive and equal likely we cannot find, but we know that it becomes mutually exclusive. Okay. Then it is 9. Yes. If for two events A and B, A union B is equal to 1. A union B is equal to 1. Then events A and B are mutually exclusive, equally likely, exhaustive, or dependent. What will be correct? So clearly, whenever the total is equal to 1, sum of all probability is equal to 1, it denotes exhaustive events. Then 10, if unbiased coin is tossed once, then the two events head and tail are. Head and tail are mutually exclusive because one will occur at a time. Either head will come or tail. Also, they are exhaustive because head and tail, and beyond this, there is no third outcome. So only two outcomes are there. Now, their probability is same, so it is equally likely. Therefore, correct answer will be option number D, all of these. All of these. If PA is equal to PB, if the two events is having equal probability, then they are known as equally likely events. Option number C. Then, if for two events A and B, A intersection B is not equal to PA into PB. Now we know that PA into PB is the formula for independent events. But if it is not equal, that means they will become dependent. So it is dependent. 13. PA by B is equal to PA. If they are equal, this means that if PA by B is equal to PA, it shows that events A and B are independent. Because A by B का मतलब क्या है? Probability of event A when event B has already occurred. मतलब इवेंट बी पहले हो चुका है, उसके बाद इवेंट बी होने के चांसेस। तो अगर बी होने के बाद ए पे कोई अफेक्ट नहीं आता है, if happening of event B is not affecting the event A, then they are independent events. So event A and B will be independent. So A is independent of B, B is independent of A. Answer will be both A and B. Okay. So if two events are independent, then we have read that their complements will also be independent. So all these three are correct. Therefore, we will select option number D, all of these A, B, and C. Okay. Now, 15th. If two events A and B are independent, then they can be mutually exclusive. Or this can be done easily. Let's come on some other questions. Let's take some practical questions now. Practical questions from the exercise. Yes, we have to do this one. 51. 51. If two letters are taken at random from the word home, what is the probability that none of the letter would be vowels? So in the word home, what are vowels? O and E are vowels, and H and M are not the vowels. So what we have to do, we have to select two letters and these should not be vowels. So H and M are the two consonants. So we have to select from consonants only. So there are two consonants and we have to select two of two out of 4C2. So in denominator, we are writing total number of outcomes. So out of 4 letters, we have to select 2. In numerator, we are selecting 2C2. So 2C2 is 1 upon 4C2 is 6. So it will become 1 by 6. Okay. Then the next one, let's try. If x and y are random variable having expected value of 4.5 and 2.5. So x and y and expected value of x is 4.5 and expected value of y is 2.5, then we require expected value of x minus y. So we can write 4.5 minus 2.5. That is 2. The result will be 2. Okay. Then Nabil is asking about expected value. See, expected value means sigma p into x. So this basically denotes mean. So when you have to calculate mean using probability, then it is known as expected value. So for expected value, you require the complete set of table, that is x and p. In x, we have to write all the possible outcomes, and in front, we have to write the respective probability. So using this table, we have to find the complete expected value. Okay. And also you can revise from the same lecture, because this lecture will be available on application as well as YouTube also. So you can again revise from this question. Then 55. Find the probability of having at least 1/6 from 3 rows of perfect dice. So what we have to write? At least 1/6. So whenever it is at least 1, we write 1 minus probability of at least 1. So shortcut is 1 minus probability of none. None means no number 6. That means not getting number 6. So chances of not getting number 6 are 5 by 6 on the first dice, 5 by 6 on second dice, and 5 by 6 on the third dice. So it will become 1 minus 5 by 6 whole cube. Option number D. Option number D. So in this way, you will get the answer. All right. Now, let's try some more. Yes, 8th one. Question number 8 from the page number 15.45. This you can try. A, B, and C are 3 mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. Then what is the probability of B? So since they are exhaustive, so their total will be equal to 1. Also, they are mutually exclusive, so 1 will occur at a time. So what can be done? If we have to find PB, so let us take PB as X. Let probability of B is equal to X. Now, according to given relationship, PA is 2 times of PB. So we will write 2 times of X. And also 2 PB is equal to 3 times of PC. So it will become 2x equal to 3PC. Therefore, value of probability of C is 2 by 3x. It becomes 2 by 3x. Now, since they are exhaustive, so we can write PA plus PB plus PC is equal to 1. So PA is how much? 2x. PB is how much? X. And PC is 2 by 3 of x equal to 1. Now you can add and get the answer. Let's add them. You will get 9 plus 2, 11 by 3x equal to 1. So x will be 3 by 11. Option number B. Option number B is the correct answer. 3 by 11. Okay. Then Aditya is asking, in exam, will all questions of 1 marks? Yes. In exam, you will get 100 questions of 1 marks each. So time available in exam is 2 hours, 120 minutes. And in that, you have to solve 100 questions. Then let's try the 17th one. PA is given, PB is given, A intersection B is given, and you have to find A dash intersection B dash. A dash intersection B dash. So we will be doing 1 minus probability of A union B. So what is the formula for A union B? It will be PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. So we can write the values A, B, and C. The final answer is 1 minus A minus B plus C. This becomes your final answer. Okay. Then let's try the next question. So variance we have done. Yes, leap year question. Let's try. First question from set number C. What is the probability that a leap year selected at random would contain 53 Saturdays? See, in a leap year, how many days are there? In a leap year, there are 366 days. And how many weeks are there? If we calculate, there are 7 days in a week. And if we say there are 52 weeks, so 52 multiplied by 7 becomes 364 days. So in a leap year, there are 52 complete weeks plus 2 days additional. So additional 2 days are there. Now, ये 2 दिन कौन से होंगे? ये 2 days कौन से होंगे? So we can say that they can be any 2 consecutive days, like Monday and Tuesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, Wednesday and Thursday, Thursday and Friday, Friday and Saturday, Saturday and Sunday, Sunday and Monday. So these can be the 7 possibilities. So for calculation of probability in denominator, we write total number of outcomes. They are 7. Now, out of those 7, which one are favorable? So we require 53 Saturdays. That means 1 additional Saturday. So out of 7, 2 cases are having Saturdays. 2 outcomes we are having Saturdays. So 2 is favorable out of 7. Therefore, required probability will be 2 upon 7. 2 upon 7. Option number B. All right. Then the next one is fourth one. Let's try the fourth one. What is the probability that 4 children selected at random would have different birthdays? Now there are 4 children, and what is the probability that they are having different birthdays? So for that, we can say that a child can have any day as the birthday. So for the first child, all 365 days are favorable. Then for second child, 364 days are favorable because he cannot tie with the first one. For third child, 363 days are favorable, and the fourth one, 362 days are favorable. Now, according to requirement, we require different days as the birthdays. So for first one, 365 out of 365. For second one, 364 out of 365. Then the third one, and then the fourth one. So 365 is getting cancelled, and we are left with the answer option number A. So in this way, you can easily calculate your required probability. Okay. So I think we have covered all the concepts, all type of varieties, all variety of questions, whether it is point-based questions, then dice, cards, then year-based questions, then addition rule, multiplication rule, conditional probability, expected value. So everything we have covered in these two sections. Now you have to practice for all the remaining questions. And in case of doubt, you can easily ask to us, you can teach us, you can download the app and ask your doubt on the students clinic. No need to worry. We are here to help you. Okay. So I think we have covered everything, and now it's time to take a leave. Okay, there is one doubt from Dimple. Let's solve this, and after that, we'll sum up the session. So 12-1. Tom speaks truth in 30% cases, whereas Dick speaks truth in 25% cases. Now, what is the probability that they contradict each other? तो टॉम के सच बोलने के चांसेस कितने हैं? 30%. So probability that Tom will speak the truth is 30%. We can write 0.3. And झूठ बोलने के chances 0.7. Similarly, probability that Dick speaks the truth is 0.25 and does not speak the truth is 0.75. Now, what is the probability that they contradict each other? Contradict का मतलब एक सच बोल रहा है और दूसरा झूठ बोलता है. That means he is true and Dick is wrong. Plus, second case can be Tom is wrong, Dick is true. So these are the two possibilities. Now, add the values. 0.3 multiplied by 0.75 plus 0.7 multiplied by 0.25. Now you can multiply and get the result. You can multiply and get the result. Okay, so on multiplication, how much you are getting? 0.325. Yes. So it will be your answer. So Manish, yes, I have noted your doubt. Do not worry. We will be taking the class. Okay. So this chapter is covered. Now we will be taking the next chapter in the next session, that is theoretical probability distribution. Okay. So till then, bye everyone. Take care and see you soon.